What's up, guys? Welcome to the Hard Carry, where we're carrying Call of Duty League matches straight to you. We're here today checking out a banger of a match, the Major 4 champions LA Thieves versus Major 4 Top 4 NYSL. Can NYSL take a little bit of a step forward, or will LA Thieves stay dominant? We'll see. Let's check it out.
Walk away with it. So New York, they're a great respawn team, but LAT sometimes are just a little bit better. Can't wait to see how this one plays out.
Well, let's
starting
see.
On a Hydro hardpoint.
It is interesting between these two teams. Obviously,
NYSL starting on the preferred
where we kind of
side
rank all
for
these
P2.
two teams, and not only these, but everybody else in the
Kismet,
wider kind of
two big
facet
kills
of it.
start,
Toronto always
and Hydra.
dangerous. I feel like nobody's spoken about New York being
But
that dangerous in
Octane looks
recent
like
times.
he's going toward that back end,
Just because we
but
expect more
gets
out of
cut
this
down
team.
by Kismet.
And you come on with the first major, you set the
Good
tone
hold
early
here
on
to
throughout
start
the year.
from NYSL.
Now you let a couple slip-ups, a little bit of travel mishap at Major 2. Major 3, you get top 12, you get early eliminated. So it's all about perfecting your gameplay, taking your gameplay to a whole different level. There's no better test than going up against the LA Thieves. Already into
Envoy.
the P1 though. 17 seconds going in favor of New York. They were the team that
LA
started
Thieves
off
playing
on the
really
better
well
side, but
so
they have
far
been able to
recently.
maintain the spawns
New York
for the next
Subliners
hill,
losing
finding all the kills in the
yesterday
feed. Exactly what you want to do if you are NYSL.
No, they beat.
This might
They
be
beat
the
Vegas
difference
Legion
maker himself. Kismet already 4-1, 5-1. Doesn't see the player up top rock, but just keeps running around. He knows someone's round here and doesn't get the
Oh, wait,
kill
no, they
against
did. They
Kenny.
lost
But what
to
they are
Vegas
doing is holding them back as Hydra will now go to work
Vegas
himself.
beat them.
They are
Placed
keeping
them.
LA Thieves on the back foot.
But Hydra with a 5-1 start.
Yeah, LA Thieves are consistently spawning across the map. They're trying to find their way in, but New York are
Priest,
setting
a
up
big
beautiful
3 kills.
crossfires to find all the kills. Priest
Oh, but
finds
Draza getting the
Draza
back
at least
spawns
takes
for his
down
team.
one, and the close spawns are now going to be in for the Thieves. A little bit over aggressive if you are New York. The SMGs are all the way across the map. You're going to allow
That's a
LA
break.
with the numbers
LA
to
is gonna
find a
get some
break
time
and
here.
walk away with this final 25.
Yeah, 20 they really wanted as well. It took them a lot of time to get there, and they certainly weren't getting the kills. But the question is now, is this going to be a break for them already? Kenny's gone deep, but they are overwatching, and Hydra's gone
Hydra.
fishing and finds him.
Just sitting there waiting for him.
That's a big kill for Hydra to pick up.
Another good one
He
from
was trying to be the
Hydra.
route man in that situation, but you're creating layers to allow our teammates to soak up a lot of this P3 time. Once Hydra drops, now you know the front push is going to be open. You have to try to take control of top warehouse, but there's already players here from the Thieves. Envoy being the playmaker on the opposing
Envoy's
side,
getting
already
some
on
time
a three
here,
spree, and he's not
But
slowing down.
NYSL spawning in the back.
This is what they want, get the kills back in their way. And they're just putting the pressure on towards the back spawns
Two
here.
big
They do
kills.
not want to flip at any point, but here comes New York. They've got the kills. They've
Another
got the
in the
numbers.
third.
They've got it clear. And just
Octane,
completely
all
wiped them out of the
4.
point there in the
Split
end.
spawns though for
Get
Thieves.
the back spawn, the spawn they don't want.
Yeah, this is not the best case scenario if you are LA, but at least your teammate stays alive on the opposite side of the map. Kenny's at least able to
Nope,
influence
they're
one
still
spawn
split.
for Octane
They're still
to
spawning in
find
the
that
back.
rotation. But his teammates keep getting slayed out.
But
They're
Octane
spawning out
getting
towards
some
the
kills
warehouse.
in
A
the
huge
mid.
one-on-one across the map. Skies is able to win it. Would look like to be LA Thieves in control
Kenny's
off the
gotta make a
rotation.
play here.
Subliners.
He's the only one
Spawn
pushed
in
up.
at the right time, find the kills, and now win another one over towards the B4.
Really is a disaster. Thieves thought they might have a little bit of sun in the sky, but just don't have the spawn as well. Kenny gonna find Skies, but Super Weak will eventually fall himself. Envoy gets another one in towards Ruins. They're trying to keep it competitive, but they need just a gap, a break here at the time. Octane already finds the first. New York Subliners pushed all the way back towards their spawn as the pressure multiplies tenfold, and Thieves find the break.
And that's how Thieves do it. That's how they do it on Hydro Hardpoint. They are the worst team in rotations, but when they are getting W's, it all comes in the breaks following the holds. Thirds in that first category, second in the hold percentage. As this final 30 is going to be theirs. Nail bite off a hard point to start us off. It's going to be New York winning the rotation again. But it has to be a better setup this time around. You cannot allow the Thieves to find the easy break. And already, that's 3 players versus 2 towards the back end.
And for LA Thieves, the coaching staff might just sit there and say, hey, maybe we just try rotating for once. Maybe that'll help us out on this one. Pretty simple, but easier said than done. Right now, New York again on the rotation, again holding against the Thieves. Points on their favor.
And Skies is making plays. Skies is the guy lining it up with the AR in hand, blocking the spawns as well to not allow any of the LAT players to spawn behind them. And so far, this has been a flawless hold from the Subliners. Skies did not have the best series yesterday. He has completely forgotten about it. On a 5, making a 6 free. Earned yourself a cruise missile, young man. And now with only 20 seconds left, it's a battle off the rotation. Back to P1 we go.
With Vibin, Skies is rotating himself. He's gone back to Dome. Well, in the gunfights for a while, but it's an influential play. New York continue to run the score up here against LA Thieves. And now as we go back from P1 to P2, it's basically a mirror match to the start. LA Thieves, though, have found a few crucial kills already. They're spawning them back P3. Priester holding down the fort, though.
And Priester trying to watch that cross. Not allow any players from LA to cross over towards the dome side, but that's the worst case scenario if you are New York. You rotate early at about 15 seconds, but everyone loses their gunfights. So now you have to try to keep them off of this P1 hill and flip those spawns going in towards the P2. As they're just trying to find an opening. Trades go back and forth, but New York look like they have been able to stabilize for now. They're back on the point.
Octane gonna find the fuss as well. That is an outrageous challenge that he gets away with close range with attack, taking matters into his own hands.
Look at the spawn.
This is crucial. Number 7, Skies is all the way towards the back, and Hydra gets a kill as well. It's a disaster here for Thieves.
Oh, Thieves, I don't know if they're going to be able to read this scenario because multiple players now from the Subliner spawn out towards P2. Skies gets a little bit blessed by the COD gods and is able to win the rotation for free. Now you're forcing the Thieves to find another break. The routes they're currently hitting 2 through Ruin side. You have Octane swimming, going for the long route, but New York, they have read it all. They have read every single angle. They find all the kills in the feed, and they are just running up that score line.
And Kismet has that dog in him. He might be barking, but let's find out how the Subliners are talking with the New York Subliners. Listen in.
Watch my front. Steps. They're going to be help me front if you can. Help me front. Oh, they flank these guys. No, elbow. Watch my back. Yeah, just get kills. You're good. Anytime. Yeah, no, there's 2-0, bro. Hold on. I'm gonna back up. Wait, one's bridge on me. Alright, they're going through that. I spawn over, bro. I'm going through left. Bridge, one shot. I got one. Bridge, nice. One more P1. One P1. I'm fighting this old, bro. I'm back. He's gonna be front side. I'm waiting for him. They can spawn P5 once. He's not beating me, bro. I'm weak. They're spawning out. Looking for Octane. I got one. I'll pitch behind. Stay alive from P5. Yeah, he's back rock. I'll kill him. Dead. Nice. One's P1 on me. I'm gonna cut pick. He's dead. Wait, so you back up? Okay, I'll block. I'm cutting mid. I'm just cutting the hill. I got time. Last guy was old. They're all spawning over. Yo, watch Dome. Watch the Dome for me. Just help each other. Yeah. Got him. Nice. Stay alive, Preston. Dome, one shot. I still only got one. I have your dome. I'm looking at my pit water. Dome dead. Nice, dude. One more pit. Wait for P1. You can walk. Two P1. I'm bumping up. P1. Maybe Pete, I got stun. Watch my top. They're gonna pull me down. I'm gonna pinch P5. Block. They're bumping me, guys. I got one. No, one shot. Pete, one shot. And bottom door. Bottom door. Stay out. Outer back. One shot. Outer pipe. P2. The guy calm down. Outer pipes. I'm pushing up. He's spawning. Yeah, he's one shot pipes. Yeah. Oh, hard block. I'm backing up. You guys one more in the back. They're all spawning out, bro. I'm blocking P2. Okay. I'm just holding bridge. He's on the mid. I'm blocking both spawns, guys. We're missing Sam. I'm helping. Try taking it around. I'll get left. One ult. Two. Actually, I'm not getting left. Two ult. One's a hard block. I'm blocking. Yo, keep rotate out spawn. Push bottom. Yo, careful. Rotate. Oh, they're in the back. They're gonna be in the back. They're probably dome. Like, dome spawn. They're gonna spawn behind you, so. Are the back dead? Well, keep me dome spawns, right? I'm reflecting dome. Alright, so I'm blocking. You're blocking. You're good. Yeah, I'm blocking. Keep coming to the back. I get it. I'm looking at it.
I don't know what's more impressive, the fact that Kismet is single-handedly running around this map, slaying, or the comms from New York Subliners. Calm down as they look for these players. It is making the difference here against Thieves.
Yeah, you can hear the difference in the listening. And as soon as we jumped down into it, all the energy was super high. And with Kismet bringing everyone back down to earth, let's calm down. This game is far from yet done.
with the 80-point lead right now.
And that's what's been able to run up the score line. Subliners are the #1 team in rotations, going up against the number 12 team in rotation. And so far, that has been the story of the game. You're set up early for the hill. You're getting the preferred spawn. You're setting up properly. And that's why New York are currently up by 100 points. Now you're forcing LA Thieves to hit that early rotation over towards P5. And New York are already in a position to contest.
It's just been difficult every single step of the way for Thieves. They've never looked in control of this game, and that's why the score is so far apart.
It's a 100-point lead.
Priester waiting for the player. He knows he's going to be here towards the back. They're looking for a perfect break. Priester's got to be careful. He knows he has no dead silence. He doesn't want to make too much noise around here, but with the guns echoing off the walls, doesn't matter. Priester will find one, but the rest of his team are there.
Priester.
The rest of his teammates, they spawn across the map, but with him finding that second kill, Skies is going to spawn towards the back of the warehouse. Now Now it's a 3v3 all around the hill. Priest is still finding kills, but his teammates are not finding any. He's blocking the spawns, but you have to find a break in towards the hard point. As the game is getting scrappy, trays go back and forth, but New York are finally able to get in.
Oh, it was one bullet away for
Really
Kismet.
have ammo there before he can find a kill. And you are right, these two teams still slugging out on this one, but unfortunately the rest of the map has not been this way. LA Thieves are seriously down. There is a
Got a
potential
little bit
though.
of points back,
P1 to P2. If you can chain these three hills together now, you'll be screaming back into this game.
Yeah, LA Thieves, they are setting themselves up properly to fight back into this game. Currently a 65-point game.
Cruise missile from Skies.
Cruise missile is now going to get invested from New York. They know that none of the players are in a position to at least contest this P1 for quite some time. You do have Skies working his way all the way around P2 side, but LA Thieves, they're soaking up all the time. You
Oh,
have to
3 big
contest
kills.
New York, they find 3 kills, they get another break.
They got
This
P2
game
spawns,
could be
so
over.
LA
Let's
does,
find out how
but
the LA Thieves are going to deal with it. With an LA Thieves, listen in.
Here. Mount it. I thought it was on R. L. Flip. We gotta get this time.
You went to low dome.
Alright, I'm gonna let it in. Y'all gotta get that guy. Oh, mid on me already, bros. He already mid stairs.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to listen. I got
Nice. Still alive on the 5.
Yep. I have you.
I mean, that's water lake, right?
Could be. I'll let you
Load up.
That's water.
He has a streak.
That's weak.
Alright, Paco's got a streak.
I'm mid, brother. I'm gonna try this.
I'm gonna try to play him.
I'm breaking.
Good job.
Yep. I'm on sand.
I'm gonna go low right.
And top dome. That's 2. Alright, one's dome, one's time, we're missing the other one.
I stunned it. I want here.
He's got it.
Nice, got it.
Top dome.
Got it. Done.
Come out.
I know.
Couple of signs of frustration.
One of
from
them
LA
has an
Thieves. They
echo
know they've
going
got
on or
uphill
something,
battle.
but
They
only
lose
10
the
seconds
spawns,
left for
they lose the
NYSL.
kills, and now they've got to go.
LA Thieves have to break right
8
now.
seconds until this map will end, Sonny.
And I think it's all done, Bryce. I think
that's
it's all
it.
done. The New York Subliners.
NYSL gonna take map 1 there against the LA Thieves. Great map there from NYSL to take that hard point. LA Thieves just did not have the rotations down. NYSL's rotations were just on point. Using some of those water routes. Priesta kind of going off in the back there, holding down spawns. What a good AR should do. Great job from NYSL. Can they stay hot to beat the LA Thieves? They're going to have to do more than just win a hard point, though. As Hydra was 33-20 and Kismet was 36-28. Absolutely frying it out. Looks like a hotel search and destroy next.
Up all over the world, all over different kind of social medias.
Check it out.
So it's just all about developing that ice, man. You got the skill, you got the players, you got the game plan. You just have to be able to clutch up in some moments. As you take a look at the stats for both of these squads, LA Thieves have been running it up so far on the season. When you talk about some hotel search and destroy, 57% on the first blood column. And that's the one that I really want to focus on, because LA Thieves, whenever they find first blood on defense, 56% of the time, they close out the round about 70. Same thing on the attack. 53% on your first bloods, close out the round about 70. So if you are subliners, just don't get first blooded.
There we go. Simple tactics. Make sure you don't die first. Sky's looking for his own pick, though, with the sniper. Kismet looking for Draza and drills him, but Envoy gets the trade before he can do anything. And Priesta backpedaling, running for his life.
Yeah, Priest just has to get out. Hydra's at least able to find one, though. With the nade onto Kenny. So in the 3v3 situation, it's looking like Subliners are going to commit this bomb over towards A. Hot Team with the crossfires able to find one, but he sets up Skies. 2v2 now. Make it a 1v1.
Just trading everywhere across this map. Envoy versus Priesta. Priesta, I believe, is going to have that tack. Envoy has the Vaz. This is not an easy shot. He's just going to keep doing this forever. Over and over again. The thumbs will start to ache. The doubt will start to creep in. And now he's doing it quieter. Eventually going to move.
Here we go. The engagement's going to be in, and Priesta's able to
Priesta
win the
guns
one-on-one.
Envoy.
Would look
Great
to be
1v1.
LA Thieves finding the first blood. Everything's going right. You're trading efficiently. But you just did not account for Priesta. With that dead silence invested, snaps with the TAC 56 in hand, and is able to take their first round for New York.
Well, that round could have gone either way so many times. have to see what they do now. The 1v1 comes down to a chow. And for LA Thieves, probably not a lot to take away from that one. It was just trading across the map. Everything broke down as the S&D went forward. Draza looking to be a little bit aggressive, but that stun from Skies is not good.
You already see
Oh,
Draza
Hydra,
trying to
first
make
blood.
plays, but he gets taken down by
Kismet
Hydra.
with a second.
Kismet also finds a huge one-on-one gunfight versus Envoy. So far in the series, he has had his number, but it's a 4v2, all left up to Octane and Kenny.
Kenny in a good position. But
He's got the bomb now.
how does he try and get away with this one realistically? No dead silence. No positioning. Not in a tradable position. Already Octane's found one though, but he's about to be pinched.
You're setting up the vice grip.
Oh,
And putting him
Hydra
in the trap.
again.
Hydra gets the info onto Kenny, able to win the one-on-one. And his
NYSL
teammates
just
eventually
winning
find
some
the flank,
gunfights.
find the opening to take down Octane. First blood goes in favor of the Subliners. Hydra starts it all off. And then it is trade efficiently at the very end. Subliners already making those mid-round adjustments, fixing those mistakes that they had yesterday versus the Vegas Legion. And been looking great so far in this S&D. 2-0.
And that's what they want. When Thieves are down, keep them down. Do not allow them back in this game at any point if you can help it. Sometimes that's a little bit easier said. But Octane already making a move forward. That's going to be the first blood. Octane will have a sniper out. But map position slowly got away from them here, and Octane is going to have to look
Octane,
for it as well.
first
He will
blood.
find Skies.
And a
Octane
second.
reads it, and Octane will find a second, and Kismet tries to find a third. It turns out the sniper's the right call.
Hydra left in a
Guess the
1v2.
sniper was the right call as Octane's able to line up 2 shots on the round. Now it's all left at the Hydra in the
Hydra
1v2.
does get one.
He is going to get a freebie onto Octane. So now it's a 1v1 going up against Draza, who has been grinding S&D Money 8s as of recent.
Oh, will that experience give him everything he needs to win here against the French Phenom? The dead silence has popped, and in Hydra's hands, it's like ascending. Unfortunately,
Draza
not that time. It's
found
an
him.
easy kill in the end. Hydra gets strong. Draza finds it in the
Draza winning that
1v1.
1v1. Very nice.
Yeah, Draza just takes his time. No sweat on the brow. Doesn't even invest that dead silence. He knew that the bomb was down towards D1 desk. And Hydra eventually had to find a route to go recover it. Lines up the shots. Able to clutch up the round for the Thieves. To finally get one on the board. Now down to 1.
Every round just seeming very, very close between these two teams, and they try to figure it out. The Thieves this time will be looking for an attack. Trying to get back to a 2-2 rather than a 3-1. Already aggressive towards the mid here. They're going for double arch stacking.
Just waiting for the information right now. They basically have Priest trapped in towards Couch's area, but Priest is able to walk away with the kill somehow, some way. Another first blood onto Envoy. That's 3 rounds now so far in the S&D that he's been the first guy down. And now you force LA to clutch up again in the 3v4 scenario. Priest is going to invest that dead silence. You have players from LA all around the map, but it's looking like the bomb is definitely going to commit over towards A.
3v3.
And now this becomes a bit of a chess game. Thieves want to clear this out. They want to get this bomb down for the advantage. But they must not make a misstep, and there's the first. Skies will get Octane.
Kenny finds him. Kenny trying to go for the one-on-one onto Skies, but
Hydra
Skies
gets
is just
another
staying alive for so long.
1v3
he has
for
to now
Kenny.
commit back over towards the bomb site. But Hydra already takes down his teammate. And with only 10 seconds left, this round is looking like it's going to go to the New York Subliners. They find another first blood. They shut down that early aggression. You maintain mid-map control. Skies finds the time and they get that player off bomb. And then you just play to keep him off of it. Subliners, 3-1.
The Thieves just look a little bit frustrated. Nothing they need is going their way. Not timing, not gunfights, not luck. Hoping for a bit of a change. Subliners sitting pretty, leading here. Hydra having fun.
And now New York are back to the 2-2 split. Just to play for the early information before you commit towards one of these sites. Just gonna put down a couple shots. His Skies trying to clear out the top bedroom. And he spots.
Octane gets the first blood on Hydra.
Luggage is gonna be open. Octane finds the first blood onto Hydra. Second first blood so far of the map for the Thieves. Now in the 4v3 advantage.
Kismet is hunting. He's waiting for that dead silence. It's going to be a little bit slow, but he has the time to wait for it. When it goes active, I wouldn't be surprised to see him move.
Yeah, he's just waiting for his opportunity to pounce.
Yeah,
There we go.
it.
Dead silence is now going to be invested. Just going to
There
try
he
to make a
goes,
play
number
for
5.
his teammates, trying to work his way all the
Gets
way
caught.
to the back, but Envoy in a great position to take him down. Able to spot Skies on the bomb. You
gets
cut him down
another.
as well.
Priesta left in a
1v4, all left up to
1v4.
Priesta. He does take down the first though.
He does, but with 22 seconds and the bomb across the map, I don't think he's going to make it as well. Octane says, hey, I'll sit here all day. Snaky, sneaky, keep yourself awakey because he's gone. The two teams just not bothering
Nice
to
job,
engage on that
Billy.
gunfight. Octane, relax. He knew he didn't have to really do anything in that one.
Yeah, once they find the first blood, you know New York had to try to make a play happen. And they were able to catch that player trying to make that play in Kismet. Once he puts himself in towards bottom bedroom, you take care of him and then you force them to commit towards the bomb. Catch Skies. Priesta has no time left in the 1v4 scenario. Just snaky, eggs and bakey. No one's wakey. As LA Thieves are able to walk away with the second round.
This has been a bit of a slow S&D, really. We're kind of thrill seekers on this map as the teams just go for these slow picks. And I like that, actually. New York open these doors with nobody there. It means Thieves have to look for it, and they have sent in players. They are being aggressive. Kenny is through with the dead silence, but will he find anything from it? There's Priesta, down with the first. Kenny now looking for more.
And Priesta was the guy that was watching the cross, so if you are LA Thieves, you can now set yourself up to get this bomb down towards A. Dross also finds himself in a great position towards top plat.
Skies
Just don't want to
hunting
waste
for
a lot
him,
of
though.
time here because Kismet's slowly working his way up through the diner. He's just trying to time this
They're
flank.
planning now.
Let's get the bomb down. Let's trade a mission.
Hydra looking for this one. We've seen him clear here before, and that's a 2 versus 2. Draza manages to fire back. Hydra now trying to get into this position. Is he going to ninja it? He's looking for it. Have they got eyes on the bomb as well? Envoy will find Kismet, but did they find Hydra? Hydra's doing
Oh
a fuse.
no, he's gonna ninja!
They've not
Oh
checked it. It's a ninja
no!
to the face. LA Thieves! They find the kills, but not the bomb.
How does he do it, Bryce?
Wow.
How does he do it every single time on the same exact bomb site on Hotel S&D? He just commits towards the defuse, and it works out perfectly. You saw Draza, he was the first line of defense to try to spot it, but the bomb was planted behind the block. You can't see it from top bedroom, so he
And
thinks it's
YSL
all
up
good.
4-2
But Hydra with the
to
commitment
go up 2-0
sticks the
in a-
defuse and gets
in
the
a-
round
this
for New
match
York.
versus the
Now
LA
up 4-2.
Thieves.
We thought Thieves might be a little bit tilted before. They might be after that one. Fight erupting around bedroom.
Ninja defuse.
This time Thieves do not want to give up any control at all. This is a stack for them.
This is scary though, Bryce, because New York, they were able to take a lot of map control. It puts 2 players right up the middle of the map. Priest is able to find the first blood, and now you have full bedroom control. You can get this bomb down. Priest is going to have a one-on-one.
Oh,
He goes
Envoy.
for the snap, but cannot win it. As Hydra finds one across the map. It's a 3v2 with that bomb getting planted, but Kenny takes him down. 2v2.
And just a misstep from New York. Have this sewn up, and Hydra will find Kenny, though. Can Envoy find him? He's so convinced where he is. He's been called out for Kismet on Overwatch, and now he has to run away. Hydra will reach out, and New York get it
NYSL
again.
again.
Kenny makes a crucial kill on the
He
bomb.
knew where he was
but they lose
too.
the
Wow.
round.
Kenny makes such a heads-up play to get that player off site. But then it just comes down to some individual playmakers. Hydra wins the
Hydra's
one-on-one,
insane.
stays alive so
Hail
long for Kismet to
Hydra.
eventually get alongside his SMG duo. Envoy had the info. He knew where both players were, but When Kismet turns that corner at the right time, gets Envoy one shot.
One
Hydra's
round
already
away from
recuperating his
NYSL
health.
taking this map too.
Eventually, you go for the double chow. You close out the round. Subliners at gate point.
Here they go already though. Bit of a stun check going through. They're still going for mid-map control. LA Thieves, Octane with the
scissor
sniper.
stick.
Looking for
Kismet
a pick,
with the
looking
first
for
blood,
being
though.
hopeful. Envoy's already had to back off. I think he saw him there. Sky's going
Skies though gets him, but Octane with the trade. Priesta with the second trade. Envoy left in a 1v3. Envoy gets 2. 1v1.
Can he find the third? Everything the Thieves need right now is wrapped up in Envoy.
Can Hydra gun Hydra
He has a lot
Envoy
of time
out
on the
of his
clock.
shorts?
It's a 1v1 versus Hydra. Dead Silence is just going to get earned and now invested. They both actually pop it, so it's going to be a dead solid battle. But Envoy, his is about to run out. He decides to push through main. It's exactly what Hydra wanted him to do.
And there we go.
Hydra
ties
plays
that
it
up in a pretty
perfectly.
little bow. LA
Wow, I thought Hydra was going to go all the way to B, but he plays it perfectly. Just lays in the mid, lets Envoy commit to him, and he does just that. Reads it perfectly, absolutely picture perfect. NYSL take map number 2 against the LA Thieves. If they can take a control match here, this would be a quick 3-0 for NYSL against the Major 4 champs. As we're looking at Hydra 11-3 in that match. Envoy 7-6 playing well, but not enough to bring down NYSL. Let's check out this El Silo control map number 3.
Slain from Scrappy. But now you're going up against New York, who you see the record for them, 4-7. They haven't really liked themselves a lot of Silo control. Ever since Fortress has gotten out of the mix, that used to be their bread and butter. They don't like to play Expo, and teams know that Hotel is their best control, so they had to have gotten better at a little bit of a Silo. As of recent, though, at Major 4, they went 3-1 in this map and mode. So New York definitely are getting a lot more comfortable on some Silo control.
Let's see if they can be super comfortable and end the series right here, because that's what they want to do. Take these 10 points, take the win, and keep on moving. But first, they have to get past the Thieves. And Hydra will not get past Envoy that time.
So far, LA Thieves able to shut down that first push. Only one player drops, and they're finding all the kills so far in the feed. New York forced to hit that reset button. You're coming off spawn, having to check every single corner, which can waste a lot of time on that clock. Because you know you can't commit over towards A. Kenny, your job is to simply stay alive. He's throwing shoulders. You invested dead silence. You know the pressure's going to be on you. But New York, they sniff him out. They take care of him. Now they can apply that pressure.
The best thing here for the Thieves is if they can keep New York on the back burner. All right, Draza finally arrived into the series and taking them down with 27 seconds left. New York do not have a lot of options. They're going to have to shake and bake and move into a position sooner rather than later.
You just got to find a kill. And right now, the SMGs on the side of the Thieves is causing them so many problems. Envoy finds 2. Skies is there for the trade. But look at the route right now that Kismet is currently taking. He finds himself towards top party. Player is going to be spotted on towards B.
There's
this
a
might work
2-stack
out
on B.
perfectly.
3-stack.
New York are finding the kills at the right time. The stack is going to be in towards the B point. First segment about to come in.
Kismet's pushing out. It's only a 2-stack
this
now.
up. They're not really in a position to do much about it. That second tick is now in. Envoy is going to make a move. Draza on Overwatch, looking for Hydra, but Hydra's already found Envoy, and that tick is going in, and Draza will get one kill, but it won't be enough to save this, surely, as Octane is fighting down with it. And how on earth have the Thieves managed to hold that off?
Because they gave it up, man. They left one guy on it.
You had multiple different angles that you're able to spot out the B point. Players say towards top AC, players towards both windows. As they hold down their pre-aims with those ARs in hand, and they're able to find all the kills at the right time to not lose that B point.
Some of their players out because they thought it was locked to get 2 segments in, and it was not.
As LAT able to basically dominate on the first defensive round, exactly how you want to start off the reverse sweep on the cards.
The early call for the reverse sweep. We'll see if you're some sort of prophet, Jay, as the rest of this series, it could happen, but they have to get past them first, and Draza a little bit shaky, eventually does get it through as they move towards B in numbers.
This is what you don't want if you are New York. You have two players on this side of the map. They both drop, so now LA Thieves get free roam. Just push right up through the field side, take control of the right side of the mini-map. Potentially puts you guys in a spawn trap, but Priest and Kismet, they combine for 2. Envoy still getting a couple kills in the back of his spawn. But Droz is the guy. Droz is the guy farthest pushed up, cuts down Skies from top cliff. Now he's set up to get a couple of freebies, another one on a Priesta.
The only thing they will be looking for is Hydra. They know they haven't seen him. They know he's somewhere in the back line, and that's Priester again, taking it to the teeth here from Draza. Points for Thieves. They slowly surely get here, but they're still wondering where that man has gone.
Eventually, Hydra's time to strike. Does find one on the pinch, but not going to have anything to show for it. As LA Thieves, they get the point, and now they're trying to transition over towards A. Envoy finds 2 with the great movement to put himself in this position. Draws it all, spawn takes down another. You have the cruise missile just in case you want to try to invest in here, but the guns are hot. They find all the kills. The stack is about to be in.
And this is a spawn trap. They have to get past Octane first and then get towards it. That second tick is a little bit slow there for the LA Thieves as Octane tries to thread the needle. And now he's away from it. He has to get towards the point to help his team out. But that tick is going in. It's been contested at the last second. Kenny goes down the Kismet and they've held.
I don't know how New York were able to do that. It was a 3-stack over towards the A point, but Kismet again makes the play to keep this round moving. You still know that Octane's in the back of your spawn. You gotta play nice and slow. You gotta go for some team shots because this young man is not missing any bullets. Eventually, Hydra takes him down, but LA, they get right back on the point. The 2-stack is in.
Looking for it as well. How's Hydra just got through? Hydra's contesting by himself. Eventually will fall. It's the hero play of all hero plays. But he will go down. And LA Thieves go 2 up in this control.
That was just too easy right there, Bryce. They start off the initial push, pushing up right through field. Draza won a couple key gunfights. And even when his teammates dropped, Draza was still staying alive towards top party. To them eventually closing out that beat point. You put them in a little bit of a spawn trap with Octane in the positioning towards top hill. And it was only a matter of time before the Thieves were able to win a couple of those gunfights, stack the point for the final segment, and walk away with the attacking round. That was textbook play right there out of LA to go up 2-0.
For New York, this may not feel like the same series. LA Thieves has come alive in the control. We're anything that Kismet Hydra will go for the trade. This is where they need to ascend to a different level and try to get them. And Hydra will go hunting on Octane. Octane, I think, has called it at the same time and has read him like a book.
Big kill right there from Octane to shut down Hydra in his flow state. He's continuing to gun people across the map. Finally, New York takes some map control. They have 3 players so far pushed up on B. They're going to solo out Octane, and the stack is going to be in. But Draza on the flank through top white. He's going to be able to get the info. Hydra reads it, though. New York, they're set up to close up this B point early on.
They're looking for it as well. Envoy and Kenny just being Priest has to look every direction, trying to figure out where they go. Oh, he's heard him drop. He's heard him drop, but the timing is not right. Priest with 1 health should fall here as Kenny gets the reach out. And again, it's the same scenario here for New York. Time ticking away.
And there's only 25 seconds left. Skies finds himself in a great position, but LA, they're not panicking. You're not pushing up field side. That means you have to commit over towards A. They have the bodies, they have the lives to contest this. But 2 players do fall. New York able to get the 2-stack going. The first segment is about to be complete. All of LA Thieves waiting for their teammates to come off time before they attack, but Kismet's not waiting. He takes the fight to them.
It's a slow push. They've got radio tower control, so they don't have to stack the site, but they've still got a player on it. Kismet keeping this team alive here in the control, looking for Draza. Draza will eventually take him down. Hydra knows he has to stay, backs off to the point, wins the gunfight. Skies gets another one from up high.
They finally
The Subliners are going to be able to extend this time by a minute. They're currently up by 4 lives in the lives remaining department. Because now all it takes is just 1 perfect push. Kismet starts it off by getting the first kill. They're applying the pressure towards the backside of the cliff. They know that LAT are going to get those close spawns. Big nade from Hydra to get the first blood. It's all about winning these gunfights from here on out. Skies finds a second. All you got to do is trade.
And the Thieves, that is a crucial kill against Hydra. They do not get the door shut. Priest are looking to gun. No more joy for him as Draza and Octane combined. They have pushed New York back for a second. 42 seconds left in this round. 15 versus 11 lives. It probably won't come down to that. This is all going to be positioning and gunfights.
And I love the way that LA is playing this right now. They're not getting over aggressive. They don't want to die the opponent's space. You want to stack up, put that 50-yard line down, and play the trades with your teammates as Octane and Draza combined for 3. What it looked like to be a round that New York had the potential to walk away with. It's only 15 seconds until LA walk away with the clean 3-0.
Draza committing to this. Here it comes. Trophies are going to go down. Sky says, mate, what gets one of the Hydra. Priest are sitting pretty under the protection of that trophy system. 9.7 seconds. This is the last roll of the dice. Draza against Priest. And Draza will find it. Kismet go with a nade. Sky's going for a Octane on coverage as well. And Kismet is finding himself alone, hoping Hydra can back him up from a long way down, but it's not to be. Hydra must commit to the site. It's a forlorn dive into nothingness but death. And that'll be the end of it as Draza on a 7 clears up, looks for the A, has
LA
to reload,
Thieves
it's no good.
gonna take map 3 here
Thieves
in a very quick control. Expected that. LA Thieves are very good at control in this game, so I very much expected that. Let's check out the post game scoreboard before we get into map 4. Draza 21-8, Envoy 17-13, Octane 14-10, and everyone bad on the New York Subliners. 7-14 for Priest and 7-13 for Skies. 7? It looks like a Fortress Hardpoint next. Let's check it out.
It hasn't happened an awful lot this year, so it is a little bit more significant.
And here we go. Right into the map number 1. LA Thieves starting off on the preferred side. But this is not how you want to start off in the engagements. New York win a couple key gunfights. They're already applying pressure over towards P2. You have control of bottom mid. And now you're able to soak up some much needed time. LA Thieves had to slow down. They have to find these kills and control the map.
I think just trying to stay alive here and getting back into a position. And LA Thieves played it a little bit slow to begin with because they were just making sure they didn't give anything away too much. And now they can apply the pressure. Now they can try and pin back New York. Block stage, make sure they don't get the P2 spawns.
Yeah, with only 15 seconds remaining on P1, LA, they're finding all the kills in the feed, so that's a clean 4 dead.
Yeah,
all of the Subliners spawning over towards back statue.
Sweep.
And now they're forced to break out of double doors, and there's multiple players from Thieves set up on the crossfire to try to consistently trap them in for as long as they can. Draza, he's been lighting it up ever since that map number 3, and he's not slowing down so far in this hard point. LA Thieves win the rotation. They're soaking up the time.
Now pick up the pressure from the front. Kismet dives through, gets the first, but Envoy there for the trade. Not able to get onto Priest though, and New York will break forward into the front here. Octane just trying to make sure he holds this down for the back, allowing his subs to put on some more pressure. The wall bang will come through, but it's not going to be enough. And eventually he gets squeezed out of this. Nothing for Thieves.
Oh, that's a perfect hold right there from the Subliners. Perfect setup right there from Hydra as well to set up the pinch at the right time, which leads to them getting about 30 uncontested seconds over towards P2. But now it's all about the battle off the rotation. New York know that P3 is the money hill. We're going to be able to set up all 4 players on this side of the map. Your Kismet, you don't want to drop and potentially spawn across.
Yeah, P3's
that
a big
might be
money
the
hill
opening
here.
the Thieves are looking for. They find the kill. They put
Getting
on
up
the
on the
pressure,
statue's
and now
pretty
they have the
crazy,
man
though.
advantage.
They know they just have to trade Priest, so that's the...
Oh, Priest,
And they
3
line
big
up for a
kills.
3-piece. It is not some sort of fried chicken. It is just destruction in the kill feed. And they have the opportunity, and it's gone.
It was there. It was there. All you had to do was find the trade onto Priesta. But now New York so far holding it down. LA Thieves, though, they find a couple kills, pushing through the double door.
No,
they find
Thieves
all
break
4
with
kills,
30 seconds
and they're
still.
able to break the hill with 35
Able to get some good
seconds
scrap
left.
time here.
New
Nice
York
break
are
from
now
Thieves.
in a position where if they decide to push and potentially flip
I don't
spawns,
think
that's
you
the worst
push.
case
I think you
scenario.
just try to
gonna play
keep
the
them
trap
back.
LA Thieves in towards the back end and rotate early to set up for the next hill.
And it's a break that Thieves really made sure happened. They actually did it yesterday versus Toronto as well. Just looks so impressive. But this is about just trying to get a player out. Try to get it chaotic. You know you're going to take losses here on this break. Nocte looking for it already. Knows where Kismet is. Kismet has to back off already. Thieves putting impressive pressure on the map.
Yeah, they're able to break it up immediately. As soon as this hold pops, you know, Octane, even though he does not have death silence invested, is able to get behind enemy lines, goes for the one-on-one onto Hydra, is not able to win it. So New York holding down their power positions, winning the key gunfight. So far, get 20 uncontested seconds.
And Draza just gonna go for these kills as well. Finds Priester, doesn't care that it's a bad position for him, and that trophy to the face has probably annoyed him more than anything. Gonna go for another Overwatch. Kismet going for the snake, doesn't matter. Draza isn't missing. That 6th streak here for him now as he holds top rails with a firm
now with the break.
against these players.
LA Thieves able to get some time again.
Knows where Skies is, and Skies exposes himself, and not in a way that'll get him
Exposes
arrested,
himself?
but just the way that he goes down to Draza.
No, don't do that.
Yeah, Draza is just taking this game to a whole different level right now. He earns himself that cruise missile. They find the break on towards P4 again. And now they're up by 40 points. Going in towards the Statue Hill. Multiple players from New York surrounding towards bottom map. They find 3 kills. They just haven't found Draza. Finally, you take care of him. You're able to soak up some much needed time.
Octane on Overwatch. Echoes of human turret over and over again as they try to channel him out of this window. Not going to work so far for Octane as he will fall eventually. It's a good hold so far on Blacksmith. And New York putting pain in the Thieves' camp.
That's a great hold right there from New York, because they're not on the preferred sides. It's a lot easier to break when you're spawning towards Arc.
This is a mixy hill,
was the guy
still
that was
not
around bottom
quite
Arc,
fully
being a
there.
nuisance, coming up behind players, just keeping them off of his teammates who were soaking up all this P5 time.
No one's blocking that P2.
Finally, LA Thieves are able to win
Nope,
a
they got a good spawn. Number 7, Sky spawned in the back.
They're able to get the break. But now if you pay attention to your mini-map, look at what Skies is doing. He knows that he has to put himself on the better side going into this P1. You're just going to play your life, allow your teammates to try to get out.
They're in such a good position now, New York. Sky's looking for the last player. It's Octane.
He's right to his
By
right.
himself. Alone, scared,
Wow.
gun,
Gotcha.
and that will bring them back into the spawn.
Sky's getting them, and his team spawns there. What?
Now this is where you gotta find the break if you are LA. You're gonna invest this cruise missile because you know how crucial this moment can be in the game.
And Draza able to do it in the
Hopefully
cruise.
everything was spam, so Priest is gonna be able to get taken down, but
Looks
Kismet
like they're trying to
instantly
get
there
out.
for the fill. As the Subliners going to be able to take the lead.
Kismet gets one as they tie the game up, but LA Thieves getting the break for getting some scrap time.
Because a couple players from New York spawning all the way across the map.
Beautiful
it's a
gun
4v2.
win.
Sky starts it off with the first, and now his teammates are here to reinforce.
And Octane, you can see he's trying to make these plays. He's got a second kill there with the Vaznev. Flexing
Sky's
on them, but he
P2
doesn't have
though.
reinforcements. He doesn't want to get
NYSL
traded
should
here.
be able to
He
get
wants
some
to
good
make sure
time
that he
here
can
if
keep
they
this
can
map
hold.
control and the information alive for his teammates as they look to make this push forward. Hydra though,
Hydra
moving
gets
mad around
one.
Art as he
Beautiful
usually
kill.
does.
Does he get 2? He does.
Down he falls as Hydra keeps on moving. It has done enough to put the Thieves back.
Priesta gets one big one, but it does fall to Octane in the back. Octane trying to make a play here for P2.
But you cannot give up all this time in
Draza
New
does
York.
get another.
You also cannot apply the pressure.
They're holding it at a weird angle. I like it. But LA Thieves do break in here. Sky's in the back. Can he do something?
Decide to attack from different angles. They
Hydra
find the break,
does
at least
do
for
an early
now.
rotate,
But
25
they think a big
seconds for
picture.
P3.
They know that
They
this
do need
P3
this
is a
one.
money hill. It's all onto Kenny. What can he get done?
Kenny gets him though,
gets it
but
as well,
Kismet with the
there's gonna be a
immediate trade.
Kismet alone. Those players are going to be here. He's outnumbered. Is he outgunned? He is. Draza finds him, and they are chaining the hills. 3 players left. The only weak spot is the fact that Octane will not be there as he's on the last hill himself.
LA Thieves could
But
take
that's a big kill though for Priest to take down Octane.
huge grip on this.
So far puts them on the map. Octane should be able to spawn up behind them, but he actually spawns towards open, so he instantly is able to put himself in a position to find the pinch. The rest of his teammates find all the kills, and this might be the turning point of the game. LA Thieves, 45 seconds on P3. They get this time. It's basically going to be game.
And here they go. Skies gets the first one onto Octane. At least clears that backline a bit. Envoy will find another one. Priester sitting up top platform. Kismet will find one. Envoy wants to win this gunfight. He's the last alive.
Oh,
and down he
Priester,
will
wait.
fall. Great break
NYSL
there for New
do
York in
break.
the end.
Trying to
They
get the
managed
last
make
30
sure that
seconds.
This game does not end.
That was a much-needed break. Much-needed break from the Subliners, but on the opposite side for LA, they currently have the lead. They're trying to put the reverse sweep on the cards. Let's step aside and go for a listen in with LAT.
That's him.
Hey, I'm going to
He's done. He's done. Bottom me.
I'm ass.
He's not I have left cross. I have left cross. I have P2. Try to hold P2. I have left cross. They can jump. I can get P2. I have one right. I have P2 back to bro. I got one left. Open one. I'm out P1. I'm out P1. Open. Watch your P2. Watch your lower. Watch your lower. I'm top solo. Solo one. Right door, jump down. I'm going down. Trying to watch my low. Guys, give me some top dark.
Yo, lower.
I spawned out.
Two pillars. Guys, shoot him.
I got off time for a second. He went dark stage.
I spawned out. P5.
Last to me. I'm in the cage. I spawned out. Red Leaf P5. Two dark stairs, guys. Two dark stairs.
Dark stairs, win up.
Lane on white truck. Cannon.
One shot.
Cannon.
This is white truck on you.
Alright, back door. He won, absolutely. Alright, behind cannon and rolled, cuz. Alright. He won, bro. I got mass risk. I spawned
So he's on bench.
On bench? I get top bench. Shut up. Nice.
Alright,
close.
one shot open.
Open.
He's so weak.
I'll play this guy. Stage, yeah. Lane down. I'll say to me. Stage. You just take it. He's weak. He's still weak. I'm holding.
Okay, good. This guy's still staying.
Hey, that's fine. I have time.
I'm
on table.
They can pitch me bench. They can pitch me
I don't trophy. Get him out.
I'm trying to get open dead.
Bottom out, shit on. Bullet, bro.
Could be close.
I'm going to be outside.
He was closed earlier. He was
One is closed down. I'm coming out. I can be open.
Low back. Lower.
I'm gonna open it.
Yeah, hold it. Yeah,
I'm out to the rest.
And the comms accelerate as this match has as well. 20
Yep,
points
great
are in it.
comms there
Blacksmith
from
being
LAPs.
held. The New York Subliners have got one last opportunity to break.
15 seconds.
And with only 15 seconds of LA Thieves, they're finding all the kills in the feed. 10 seconds until they're able to force the game number 5.
force
A player
this
from
game
New York
5.
is going to spawn on the pinch. They might find the break now.
It's Hydra, and it doesn't matter. Sky's going to kill as well. Kenny will have to get it, and now it's a race to P1. But it is disgraceful spawns on both sides. They're not going to want this either way.
Oh,
but
no.
they're broken back in.
Octane
is
getting
here,
the last few
and it's
seconds.
3 seconds to midnight. They have to hold this in every single step of the way. Octane will find a kill, but it's not to be.
Gonna go back to
We're
P1,
going
but
P1.
Kenny's already on
Thieves are
P1.
already here. Kenny's on Overwatch.
it.
Skies will fall, and we are going to.
Going to a map 5. LA Thieves able to clutch up. Can they reverse sweep New York Subliners after they go up 2-0 immediately in this match? I say we just hop right into it. Let's find map 5. Map number 5, Search and Destroy. LA Thieves, New York Subliners. What the heck? Oh, that was okay. That was map 2. I thought that was. All right. I got this, boys. Sorry. Right here, map 5.
And every time he gets into an opening duel battle, he has a 78% chance at winning that gunfight. So another scenario where the first blood is going to be crucial. New York are great whenever they find it. LA Thieves, they are horrible whenever they find the first blood. So we're just going to have to see how this one
They were
plays
showing
out.
Hydra diffusing in map 2.
We certainly are.
And I
Now,
thought it
I've
was
made
like
my opinion
in map-
known on Hydra with a sniper
Oh,
rifle, but this time it should be
Ooh,
good
Hydra.
because he finds Straza on the peak. And this is advantage to New York.
That's a big first
Oh!
Hydra, he does it again with the snap onto Kenny. Kismet finds the third. Kismet finds the final. The SMG duo takes over, but Hydra this time
Hydra
around
with
not
the
with the
sniper.
SMG. Quick scoping people across the map for New York. They come out swinging in round 1.
Yep, and that made me eat my words very, very quickly. Sometimes I think Hydra's just a menace with the Vaz. I don't want to ever see him put out anything but it. But hey, this time it works out. He made the plays. Probably done enough with it, Hydra. Probably stick it away and do nothing else you need to. But yeah, big win for New York to begin with. It will make it very scary for Thieves.
Because now if you have to think in the back of your mind, if Hydra's going to be sniping, you usually probably expect him to be the aggressor with that SMG, but now you have to develop a new game plan. Because now we go into a stalemate. LA on the defensive side. Octane holding down bottom pool with this angle with the snipe. This New York are not trying to give them anything to work with. Slowly trying to work up his
Envoy,
Kismet.
first
He
blood.
does get picked off, though. Envoy finds the first 3v4.
And now for New York, it's about trying to find some distance here, Skies. Head above
Let's
the
see him.
parapet. Envoy, there we go. The pixel movement. He finds him eventually. Skies is going to go back here. Long range Vaz and Octane on Overwatch, but misses the shot for him. Envoy may try and get this one down as it goes down to a 2 versus 4.
Yeah, Dross is able to take down Hydra. Player from New York who was trying to be the playmaker, but Priest answers the call, takes down Kenny. So now in a 3v2 scenario, both players from the Subliners invest that dead silence. Gonna be able to maneuver around the map for free. They're just trying to take a lot of ground, but they're wasting a lot of clock. Eventually, LA Thieves, they're going to be able to strike towards one of these sites as Envoy and Draza invest in dead silence of their own.
This guy's looking for a potential pick, and he's going to find Envoy and threads the needle and gets him, but falls to Draza. That bomb's going to have to go down. Priest up for some magic, but it isn't going to happen.
Had to go down.
Thieves this time to check the bomb.
They're able to clutch up in the 4v2. Got a little scary, but draws in a great position to at least find the trade. And then in the 2v1, they know that Priesta has to commit towards getting the bomb down. They set up the pinch. Octane puts the final couple of shots with the pistol. Tied up in the search and destroy. 1-1 now.
Well, snipers both sides. Andrews was more effective. Octane's was okay. But now we've got to find out, what does a difference make? Draza looking for anybody out here. Hydra has switched away from that sniper, not relying on it every single round. The Vaznev back in hand, and Kenny walks into the sights.
And that's the second first blood so far on the map for Hydra. Guy who does great in his opening duels, and he also does great when he has to win another one-on-one. Takes down Envoy. New York in the man advantage, 3v2 with the bomb down in towards A.
Wow. I don't know if he got out of that one. Draza moving very, very fast as bullets nipping at his heels. LA Thieves going to go take over towards B bomb, but realistically, they're going to have to come back because they don't have the bomb. It is currently sitting in A site.
Yeah, you can't plant air. So you got to work your way back over towards that A point where you know Hydra is ready to strike. As they both invest dead silence. It's a dead silence fest from all four players left in this clutch. Priesta takes down Draza. Now it's Octane left in the 1v2. His dead silence is about to run out, so his position is about to be known.
He has to check every single corner. Paranoia echoing in this man's brain as he tries to go for it, and he's just dodging people by the tiniest of points. He can't find it. Octane has been the fastest I've ever seen him move as he checks every single angle, but New York give him nothing.
New York gonna take map
round
number 2.
If they knew that the bomb was down in towards A.
Or round 3.
Hydra finds the first blood. Hydra finds 3 on the round. To take that one in favor of the Subliners. Slowly working his progression up towards a cruise missile. But now we go back on the defensive side. LA Thieves, they were super strong with their hold over towards that B bomb. Draza was making plays. But now it's all about shutting down this pressure from Hydra because he's starting to feel himself. It's looking like this is one of those maps that he has the ability to take over.
It is a more sedate one here from New York. Potentially expecting some pressure, and here it comes. Draza, they've read him completely, and somehow he gets out alive. Has to run away, but Kismet will find Octane on the other side of the map. And New York got the playbook out, and it read everything they needed.
Good
That's
play
the default
from NYSL,
setup.
rating
You know that LA are going to try to make a couple plays on the map. You know that Octane likes to be the sole man over towards top radio. Able to take down Draza, able to take down Octane. Now puts you in a 4v2 situation. You have the man advantage. Let's just jump into a site and let's get the bomb down. Do not allow Envoy to make the plays. He doesn't have dead silence, but all the info is gained.
Nicely done.
Well, Envoy made a lot of noise out there and shot a lot of fences, but didn't get a lot else. And New York move into a commanding lead here on the S&D. Yeah, Envoy, a lot of noise. Easy read for Kismet.
They're just taking their time in their rounds so far, Bryce. On their attacking rounds, they know that LA Thieves, whenever they find success on a CeeLo, it's usually off the first blood. So they're trying to throw a couple different strategies at them. Draza whipping out the submachine gun one round, switching to attack. Octane also with the sniper. But New York aren't budging. They're not worried about what they're doing on the map. They're focused on themselves. So far, that's led to a 3-1 in this search and destroy. As LA Thieves go back on the attack. Super aggressive this time around, though, into the A side.
Now, Priest's going to get first blood at this time, but it will instantly be traded. Back down to a 3 versus 3. That's going to be bombed down again, though, for Thieves.
Hydra.
Hydra just says, all right, I found Draza. More pressure on them again. Kenny and Octane this time.
And Octane at least was able to spot Hydra. So he's just going to back up to his spawn, play for this one-on-one gunfight where Kenny is trying to take care of the other 2 players. Currently sitting in bottom tools, but Hydra's able to win the one-on-one somehow versus Octane. Earns himself the cruise missile, and now it's all up to Kenny in the 1v3.
Hydra taking over right now.
Slowly does it. No dead silence. Forced to a snail's pace as he bursts out against Skies, who will just run and catches him before he can get out. A glimmer of hope. Hydra a mile away. Kismet up the top as well. Still looking for him. Might find Hydra here. No, Hydra's gone the safe route all the way around the back, and Kenny's running out of time.
He just has to have dead silence, so you have to crouch walk your way around the map. And by the time you get towards the site, both Subliners players have rotated together to go for the team shots. Hydra is just taking over in this search and destroy. This is the one-on-one gunfight with Octane. Octane position known, but once you hit those first couple of bullets, you have the advantage in the gunfight. Goes for the re-snap, wins the one-on-one, earns the cruise missile. His Subliners now put themselves up 4-1.
Well, let's see what happens for the rest of it. Do LA Thieves have it in them now to bounce back in this S&D? They've done it in the series. It was 2-0 and down at 2-2. But in map 5, they have not arrived. Ooh, little dodgy nade there.
Yeah. Your Subliners just want to make sure no one is in towards the site. So you throw all your attacks, even though it might hit a couple teammates, which eventually sets up Envoy to put the pressure on. He gets that player off bomb. Draza finds the second. Skies takes down Octane, though, but it's still Subliners in a 3v2.
Skies left alone in a 1 versus 2 now, though. Dead silence will be activated. Up we go. Taking top position. Going to check some positions before he goes for this bomb. Does he call it right?
Ooh, he spotted at least one player towards white. So now it's about getting the information on where the second player is. Fortunately, it's a bad timing there.
Unbelievable. That kill. Perfect. Skies just waiting for this 1v1, but Kenny is playing it even more passive. Just not checking anything, not going anywhere.
Yeah, but Skies knows now that he has to commit towards the bomb plant. Kenny, he's actually going to commit towards taking him off, and it plays beautifully. Skies with the 2v1 clutch gets all the info he needs to get. Spots the player towards white.
Of them, I think.
The player in towards the site, puts down a couple shots. He's able to win the one-on-one. But then the mind games, because Kenny's getting the info. The bomb's down towards A. He can only go towards A bomb. He's most likely going to go for the plant. But Skies, with the 1,000 IQ play, does not commit towards the plant. Puts down a couple shots with the Vaznavs, closes it out with the TAC 56. Clutches up in a 2v1 to now put New York at game point.
And it is going from bad to worse. LA Thieves keep looking like they have the advantage. They have the opportunity.
Here comes a
now all they have is the
from
potential
Hydra.
of failure. Octane has to get away with it. But Dead Silence and Kismet is feeling himself. He's going for him. He knows where he's going to be and gets him as well.
Bomb is going down for LA Thieves, though.
All the information he gets, that's the first blood. Bomb will be down here for Thieves, though.
Gotta try to clutch up. In the 4v3, bomb planted. You know that Kismet's still roaming around your base.
Draza gets
Envoy was a huge one-on-one. Draza
Hydra goes down. Priesta left alone in the 1v2.
So now it's all up to Priesta. And a 1v2 with 20 seconds left.
Oh, he's going for it, but can't get the first kill. A little bit of a shake. And now, we're going to see, do LA Thieves have not only the potential to reverse sweep, but can they almost full sail it? Not quite, but they still need a lot more rounds.
Definitely need a lot more rounds. I thought that the Subliners played that last round beautifully. You call the cruise missile in, you isolate everyone in towards the building, you allow Kismet to go on the one-on-one versus Octane. He finds that first blood, but once the bomb gets planted, even though you know where they are currently set up around, there's some very, very tough gunfights to try to win as LA Thieves keep themselves alive in necessity a little longer. Now down 2-5.
Oh, and now Hydra will get the first blood on the Draza. A perfect stun. Kenny knows there might be pressure looming. Players coming to chow.
NYSL could take it right here.
And now you just gotta wait.
Just have to not
Someone's
throw
gotta be a
3v4.
playmaker. Someone's gotta try to get some information on towards this A-bomb. You cannot allow it to get planted for free. Or at least not getting a kill. As Kenny is able to put down a couple shots onto Skies, but now the bomb's getting planted for the Subliners. Envoy might be here to make a play.
He's been found. Bomb's still going to go down. Hydra will find Kenny as well. Octane will get Hydra. It goes down to a 2 versus 2.
Priest and Skies.
Bomb is down. Envoy is guessing where this player is going to be. Checks right. Knows he's not there. We'll check so far. And they're looking for it now as well. Envoy goes straight in. Skies, another 1v2. Is this one ridden? The dead silence will be popped.
He invested that dead silence. Not a single player from LA is on the point yet, but he's going to be able to get one and get out with his life. You throw the shoulder, you get the info, and Skies might have just done enough to win the series.
Oh,
Skies!
Again with a 1 versus 2. No
Let's
reverse
go,
sweep. No glory for
NYSL.
Thieves.
Gonna
New
take
York.
map number 5 and the win against LA Thieves, the Major 4 champs. Almost able to coming back with the reverse sweep, but not able to take the S&D against the New York Subliners as they win the match 3 maps to 2. That was a great showing out from NYSL. 2 great 1v2 clutches from Skies that close it out. Absolutely playing his heart out as NYSL close out this match against the LA Thieves. Thanks for hanging out with us today on this great matchup. We'll be here next week again for more CDL matches. Thanks for hanging out.